Hello, beautiful souls. It's Lady Individuality, your numerology alignment future coach specialist, with your weekly Aquarius weather report, where we aim to help you find daily calm and meaning amidst the noise. This report is brought to you by Sisterly's LLC, where our mission is to to encourage you to embrace your divine journey, no matter where you are along the path. The stars may map the sky, but you are the one who steers the ship. This week, we navigate with a quiet heart. Today, we're going to do the report for February the 9th through the 15th, 2026, which is a numerology week 8. So we'll first talk about your guide to navigating the week 8 energy. And remember, these are universal energies, not personal energies. So these are things that affect the world as a whole. Your personal energies are something different. The universal energies affect your personal energies. So first of all, the universal 8 week, that's a reap what you sow week. The primary theme is like manifestation and karmic balance. It's often referred to as the reap what you sow energy. It represents the ability to turn inner ambition into outer reality, demanding that you take full responsibility for your achievements and failures. It's a time of karmic settling, where you receive the results of previous efforts. So it's no blaming in this type of week. Everything you do, you got to own up to it. So one way we do it is by filtering our input, because this number 8 week is also about personal power, and you reclaim your personal power when you choose what information you allow into your sacred mental space. So what are you allowing to program your mind with? What programs are you watching on TV? What music are you listening to? Even the news, that's programming you. So what are you being programmed with? Choose wisely. The second way is to remember that action is the antidote. Meaning is found in doing. Even if the world feels chaotic, building a small brick of your own dream each day, which is resonant of year 1 energy, provides a sense of agency that no news cycle can take away. So remember, and with your personal cycles, not just action, but what kind of action and when you take that action. And also the number 3, with Venus moving into Pisces this week, silence is a superpower. Why not take 5 minutes of meditative stillness daily? It will do more for your purpose than any amount of trying to figure things out. So when you find yourself spinning and you can't go no further, you can't solve the problem, just take 5 and go into stillness. Now we're going to your daily forecast for the week. And remember, if you find things challenging, pray more, worry less. We started the week with Monday, February the 9th, and that's a universal 9 day, and it revolves things around releasing, forgiving, serving the bigger picture. And the affirmation for Monday, February the 9th is I release what I cannot change and make space for what is coming. Now, some more themes of the number 9 day are completion and humanitarianism, letting go, ending cycles, compassion, and charity. Some good actions for a 9 day are finishing projects, decluttering, clearing out old items, forgiving others, and charitable work. You want to be cautious about being too emotional or holding on to the past. And you want to avoid things like starting long-term projects, holding grudges, and refusing to change. A power move for this number 9 day is to release. If you find yourself stuck, let go of the need to control the world's news. Close the door so a window can open. And sometimes that just means turning off the internet, turning off the TV. Now, on into the week, on Tuesday, February the 10th, we're going to move into our number one day. And this is the day for initiating things, deciding, taking the first step. And our affirmation for Tuesday, February the 10th is I'm the architect of my own peace today. I plant the seeds of a new vision. Some more themes that follow the number one day are initiation, leadership, originality, pioneering, and self assertion. Some good actions for this day would be starting new projects, launching businesses, taking the lead, making independent decisions, and setting goals. But you got to be cautious with being overly selfish, stubborn, or dominating others. And you want to totally avoid following the crowd, procrastinating on new ideas, and relying on others to make decisions for you. Remember, we're in the karmic week still. Everything you do comes back to you. And a power move for a number one day is to initiate something. Venus enters Pisces today, so why not start a new habit of kindness or a quite personal project? Stop dreaming and start doing. And as we get into the middle of the week, Wednesday, February the 11th, we come into a master day, the number 11, where we inspire, we use our intuition, and we speak the message. And our affirmation for today is I find strength and stillness and harmony in my connections. And some more themes for this day is high energy, illumination, spiritual insight, and charisma. Some things that's good for taking action on is creative brainstorming, spiritual practices, sharing visions, healing work, harmonizing, seeking balance. But you want to be careful with extreme anxiety, nervous tension, and high sensitivity. And you want to totally avoid overthinking, rushing, and ignoring your gut feelings. So, a power move for this number 11 Master Day is to harmonize and seek balance. Be the calm in the storm for someone else through simple listening. So, sometimes if we can't get out of our own head, just be there for somebody else. And then as we get closer to the weekend on Thursday, February the 12th, we get our number 3 day. And 3 is all about creating, communicating, and being seen. And our affirmation for this day is my voice is a gift. I choose to speak words of hope and creativity. Some more themes of this number 3 day is again communication, social interaction, joy, and artistic expression. It's good for things like socializing, going to parties, marketing, creative work such as writing, art, music, and networking. But you want to be cautious with overextending yourself, being superficial, or scattering your energy. And you want to totally avoid things like gossip, pessimism, and hiding your talents. And a power move for this number 3 day, express, don't bottle it up. Whether you paint, write, or speak your truth, creativity is the antidote to anxiety. So your creativity this day will set you free. And remember, this is a universal energy day, so it's like what the universe is doing. You might not have a personal day number 3 with this universal day. So check your personal day to make sure your personal day isn't one of solitude and you're wondering why you're trying to rest when everybody else is doing stuff. And then if we get closer to the weekend on Friday, February the 13th, we have our number 4 day. This is about focusing, planning, and building a strong foundation. Today's affirmation is I am grounded, secure, and steady within my own sanctuary. Some more themes of this number 4 day are stability, hard work, organization, and practicality. Some things that are good on this day is planning, handling chores, building, organizing, financial management, and focused discipline effort. But you want to be cautious with rigidity, overworking, and becoming too focused on small details. And you want to totally avoid laziness, taking shortcuts, and ignoring necessary procedures. So this day is a day about action, but you don't want to overdo it. And a power move for this number 4 day is to ground yourself. Focus on your immediate surroundings. Clean your space, touch the earth, find safety in the now. And that's how we don't overwhelm ourselves. We don't overdo it. Maybe after an hour or so, go outside, open a window, then get back to work. You got this. You're safe. And then as we get moving to Saturday, Valentine's Day in the United States, February the 14th, we have our number 5 day. This is about adapting, exploring, saying yes to growth. And our affirmation, I embrace change with an open heart and trust the flow of my journey. Some more themes for this number 5 day is freedom, versatility, adaptability, and unexpected developments. This is a day good for networking, traveling, promoting, trying new things, and making quick decisions. But you want to take cautious with restlessness, recklessness, and overindulgence in food, alcohol, or speed. Remember, we got to balance everything out. We have fun, but we don't want to be crazy with it. And you want to totally avoid things like sticking to a strict, rigid routine and fearing change. Because again, this is a universal energy, so everything around you is going to be moving. So if you get stuck in the rut, you might be wondering why. And a power move for this day is to pivot, change your direction. If the energy feels heavy, change your environment. A short walk or a new perspective works wonders. And finally, on Sunday, February the 15th, we have our number 6 day, which is around nurturing, beautifying, handling what matters most. And it's more of a home energy. And today's affirmation is I nurture my soul and protect my energy with love and grace. Some more themes for this number 6 day are service, responsibility, compassion, home and family, and harmony. Some things that are good for doing on this day are hosting dinner parties, home improvements, caring for others, volunteering, and community activities. But you want to be cautious with becoming overbearing, meddling, or self-sacrificing to the point of resentment. And you want to totally neglecting your own needs, being too controlling, and ignoring family responsibility. So that's one thing that a lot of our energies we have to work on is giving to others while not neglecting our own selves. And a power move for let me back up. I went too far. A power move for this number 6 day is to nurture. Focus on the tribe, home, family, and self-care are your sanctuary today. Maybe go out and hang with the buddies on the number 5 day. Let this be for family and home. And again, it's a universal energy, so you might be wondering why your buddies are wanting to be at home and not hanging with you if you're trying to hang with them today. Remember, your purpose is not found in the noise of the world, but it's in the steady beat of your own intention. So carry your peace forward. No matter what the world is doing, set your intention for peace. And now I want to invite you to join our Gratitude Gateway. If you want more ways to stay calm amidst the storms that we're going to be seeing in this one year, and not just the 1 year, but probably for the rest of our lives, because we're moving into the age of Aquarius and things are going to get shaky before they get smoother. And our generation might not even be around to experience this, how smooth it's going to get. But we can find calm in now by how we view things, how we do our inner thinking. And so the gratitude gateway again is for abundance minded, action oriented women over 40 who believe that they still have big things to do here on the earth. Sorry, gentlemen, it's only for women at this time. And thank you for joining me for the weekly forecast for the Aquarius weather. And again, this is to help you see that even though things might look like they're going down, this is really a time to go within and find out your purpose. Find out why it is you came to earth at this time and live your life. And may the universe show you something beautiful today. Namaste.